Help me out here. Yo, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is episode number 12 of Help Me Out Here. I think it's number 12. It's gotta be number 12. I don't remember. Welcome back. I appreciate you being here. This is good. We are kicking butt, dude. We made it past 10. Last week we had 2 podcasts, actually. We did a little bonus round with my friend Christian. That was really fun. It was really fun having him on here. I was a little tired, so I don't know if I did as good of a job as I could have, but I still enjoyed it. And I'm wearing the same pants that I wore in that episode. I almost wore the same shirt, too. And no, I haven't washed it since. But I remembered and changed shirts to try to look like I care. And I also have this hat on. This says Mayfield Pipe and Lumber. My dad found this hat for me. I think he got it at like a swap meet or a garage sale years ago. And he got it for me. And I used to wear it all the time. Found it in my closet and figured, you know what? Let's pop it on. Let's represent that family name, the Mayfields. You ever just like think about your name for too long until like the word just like no longer has meaning? I do that sometimes. Like Mayfield. Like I wonder where it came from. I think that kind of stuff is so interesting. I think names are really cool too. I'm trying to remember what my name means. I think it's like remembered of God or something like that. I don't remember for sure. I don't remember if my name means remembered of God. I suck. But okay, so I'm going to tell you a quick story about my name and how I've actually legally had 2 names. There are 2 names on my birth certificate. So when I was born, I guess my dad accidentally said Zachary or something in the birthing room. I don't know what it's called, where the babies come out of the larger person, the mom. And when I came out, my dad called me Zachary or something. I guess the doctor overheard and put Zachary Mayfield on the birth certificate. And my parents realized later, like after we were already home, that's not the name they picked. They picked Zachariah. So I guess they had to like take me to a court room or court thing and get my name legally switched to Zachariah. And so on my birth certificate, it says Zachary Mayfield, and then there's just a solid line through Zachary, and then right above it, they just retyped Zachariah. So legally, I've had 2 names, which is pretty cool, and it's just so funny to me that they just put one line through Zachary and typed Zachariah above it. So I love that. I'm gonna have to show that on my vlog sometime or something. It's so dumb. But like my dad still to this day like says my name wrong. Like he calls me Zachary all the time, and it's hilarious. It's funny that like even that didn't like help him get my name right. Oh, Daddy, I love him. He's a good guy. And he is actually he's a patron of my work now. So I know I've been talking about this a lot, and if it annoys you, you know what? Sorry. But I'm kind of not, because this is important. I dropped my Patreon this past week, and we launched it, and we have 13 patrons already. I'm so freaking stoked, and thank you to all of you guys out there. If you're one of those 13 people, I seriously like feel so incredibly joyful and thankful that you're freaking helping me out. Literally, you're helping me out here. And yeah, so we're up to like $100 some a month to keep this podcast and keep my YouTube channel going. And the goal is to eventually like become full-time from YouTube and this podcast so that I can just like make content. And the one thing I've been like kind of struggling with is like this came up between Lauren and I yesterday actually. And she was asking me questions about like my channel and stuff, and one of them was like, she thinks that maybe I might be, this is in no way me like trying to make her look bad at all. Like, she, if anything, this like shows something in me that I need to change. But like, one thing is we feel like I might be a little too selfish on this channel. Like, everything is about me a lot of the time. And I've realized that in the past, and it is difficult. Like, I'm not trying to justify my behavior or selfishness, but like the difficult part of it is like, I'm the person in my room. Like, dude, I'm home by myself all the time. So when I make videos, like, it's me and it's my camera. So I'm the one talking. And but I feel like because of what she said, it kind of opened my eyes to like, I need to find more of a way to tailor my content to be valuable to other people. And that's the thing I'm struggling with. Because when I first started doing YouTube, it was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've seen other people making videos, so I'm just going to like film my day, film what I'm doing on tour, film this gear that I'm using, and put it online. And now I feel like I've kind of learned how to do that pretty well. And now I want to like shift my focus a little bit just to like, how can I make these like fun, cool like videos and make them look good and sound good, but like also like not just make it about what Zach is doing, but like, what have I learned that I can like tell you? And some of that's difficult because I'm only 25 years old. Like, I'm not that smart. I don't know. I don't have like a crazy amount of life experience or wisdom, and I don't want to like pretend to know things just to like, for the sake of making something. So a lot of what I make is just kind of like my journey in life, and I'm hoping that people are inspired by that or just are alongside with me or entertained by it. So that's just something on my radar that she brought up, and I appreciate her doing that. But the problem is I get so defensive when it comes to like my YouTube videos. It's mostly like my YouTube videos or like my music, like making music, or like the fact that I'm in a band. Like, those are the things that I get really defensive about, and mostly just like with Lauren. And yeah, I mean, I feel like she is okay with me sharing this information because I talked to her about it yesterday. But like, we got in an argument yesterday, and it was my fault because like, we were at a coffee shop yesterday morning, just sipping some coffee, eating some breakfast. And she started asking me all these questions about my channel, like I just said. And after a little bit, I started feeling overloaded, and like, I really suck at like communicating to her and to other people like what I'm feeling in that moment. Like, when she's asking me a lot of questions and I start to get like heated, like it's like some magma is kind of like rising up in my stomach. It's like I don't say, hey, this is overwhelming me. There's a lot of questions. I appreciate your questions, but can we like slow down or like just chill out for a second? Instead, I just like let it build up to the point where I start getting really mad and like I get calloused. And then it's like, it's hard for me to feel. So then I cover up that like insecurity that I have about like someone like critiquing my work. I cover up that insecurity of being critiqued with anger. And then I blow up. And a lot of it is blowing up on Lauren, and that's obviously not good and not what I want. And that's the main reason I'm going to counseling, is just my relationship with her and like my inability to respond in love to her. Like, it's just, man, it's a problem. It's a big problem. And so I'm really glad that I started going to counseling. And I told you guys last week that I had my first session, and so that went really well. It was mostly just like an introduction thing, and like me and the counselor getting to know one another, and him like just asking me questions to kind of figure out like what may have like caused me to like have these sort of like defensive reactions or tendencies. I don't know what to call them. So we're still in the process of figuring it out, and I have another session tomorrow. So I'm stoked. I'm excited. And it's really cool because this place like works with your income, so I'm able to like afford this. Like, it's very affordable because of my little income. So that's really nice. I just feel like it's a blessing, and it's cool that like Lauren motivated me to go to do this, and then my friend Christian like guided me to the right place. And I feel so lucky and so blessed that I have like good people in my life. Like Lauren always talks about it. She always talks about like her people. And I love how she words that. Like she's like not possessive, but like protective, and like she just loves her people. And she always calls her group of friends like her people. And I think that's so, I don't know what it is about that, but it like feels right. So like Lauren and Christian, like the other people that are really close to me, like those are my people. And I love that. It's like our little, what do you call it? No, what is that word? Not town. What's a group of people that's like real tight? Our tribe. Yeah, that's like our tribe. I love that. So, you know who else is part of the tribe? The patrons. I just find any excuse to make a Patreon ad. Yeah, so I'm thankful for that. Got that session tomorrow. And this one isn't at 8 a.m. Thank God. It's at 11 a.m. So I can actually get up at a regular time of life. But yeah, so life's been like pretty busy. I've been telling you guys how I've been transitioning into like pretty much daily YouTube content plus the podcast. And that's been wild. And doing Postmates. And then I told you how my car exploded. So that's prohibited the Postmates work a little bit. But God's blessing me. Like I feel provided for because I got that music video gig with Death Therapy, and that's 2 videos. So like I got some of that money, so like I'm gonna be okay for this month, which is it's just good to feel like okay. And I don't think money is happiness, but I think it's necessary. And I don't know. I don't like feeling poor. I know that feeling sucks. I know that feeling a lot. So I'm feeling blessed, and I'm just focusing on making a lot of content, trying to figure out how to make it good, like valuable for people who watch and listen. And I'm trying to grow this Patreon so that I can make this my job. And then trying to do the Postmates thing, and now I got to plan these 2 music videos. So like my brain's full of stuff, but like exercise and counseling and like this podcast is helping me stay clear-headed, helping me stay sane, I guess. So yeah, boys and girls, 'cause equality. Dude, I checked my analytics on YouTube, and we're starting to get more girl power. It's freaking awesome. We're having girls share the podcast. We're up to like, it used to be like I think 7 or 8% female and like 93% guys. And I think we're at like 10 or 11, maybe 12% female now. So that's cool. We're slowly getting some female in the tribe, and I love that. We need it. We need equal perspectives, you know? I don't know everything. Guys tend to be kind of dumb sometimes. I'm one of them. So it's good to have some lady strength up in here. I would love to have some girls on the podcast too. I want to have my sister on the podcast at some point again, but she's never here. I've been alone in the apartment for a long time. But she's doing her thing. She's got a life too. So we'll get some ladies on here sometime. I really want to have Lauren on here sometime, but it's got to be the right timing. And I want her to feel comfortable, not like pushed into it. So we'll get there. For now, it's just me and this goofy pipe and lumber hat. It's beautiful. And this past week, I had 2 friends come visit me, and one of those friends was my friend Joshua, and he was in my old band. And I talked about that a little bit on the episode with Christian. It was really good to get to see him again. He's like really quiet and chill, but like he's got a great sense of humor, and he's really talented with music. And he used to write all of my old band's music, and it was so cool. We got to hang, and like we set up our guitars in my room. We just played like clean, like pretty blues music, and just kind of brought me back to thinking about how I started playing guitar, which was with my grandpa. When I was 9, he started teaching me how to play chords, and we would play like Johnny Cash songs together, and it just kind of brought me back to those simple times where it's just one guitar, one amp, no effects, and just playing by ear. And that's where I learned, and that's how I still play, and I love it. I love it so much. So that was good. It's good to see Josh. And then also my friend Kevin Johnson came to Nashtown, and Kevin is the director of music videos for a lot of solid state bands, like Fit for King, Silent Planet, Oh Sleepers, all those guys. And he came to town, and we made this really in-depth review of this lighting equipment that we use on music video sets, and we're gonna pitch it to these companies and see if they'll share it. And I'm gonna try to become sponsored by this lighting company. I'm really gonna push that to see if I can partner with them to make a video a month about their products, and see if they'll pay me to do that. We'll see. But I'm working on that video currently, and it should be out soon. I think if you're watching this on the day this podcast comes out, the Wednesday of March 6th, I think the video with Kevin's going to be out tomorrow. We'll see, though. I don't really know. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. I didn't really have a plan for this episode, just because I've just been doing so much content, and also just trying to figure out my brain. I just want to be a good person, I feel like I used to be so much better, with other people. When I first started touring and being in a band, I feel like I was so excited to get in the van and just go to shows just to talk to people. I loved playing music too, but I was like, oh, how many people can I talk to tonight? And I get that some of that is just that initial experience, all of it is new. Every city you're seeing, every drive, it's all fresh. You're just blown away by everything. And then you get to a show, and you're amazed that there are people there watching your band that's never played there before, even if it's 5 people. And then after years pass, it's okay, yeah, we do this every single night. Some of these people don't care about our band. We're just playing for 20 minutes. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm sweaty. I'm gross. And I've let that catch up to me. And I don't know why, but I just feel like I'm going to be talking about this with my counselor too, but I've become a lot more socially awkward, I think. I get a lot more nervous now to be I used to thrive on interpersonal connection, going into a place where I've never seen, never met someone, and just being there and being present and reaching out to people, going up to people, introducing myself. I used to thrive on that. And maybe it was an ego thing, and maybe I have lessened that part of my ego. I don't know, but now I'm just I'm almost scared to interact with people sometimes. And I think part of me is scared that that someone's gonna get mad at me for something. I'm gonna fail them or disappoint them, or that people just won't accept me, or will judge me or something. I don't really know. I don't really know where that came from, but that's something I need to figure out, and I'm gonna figure it out. Because I want to be there for people. I don't want to be scared to talk to people. I don't know, maybe I'm too focused. Maybe it's part of technology, or making so many videos, or just being alone so much. Maybe I just need to keep practicing, talking to people, or maybe I just need to go be more social. I don't know. It's hard. I still got to figure that out, but I will. I'll figure it out. I have to tell myself all the time, it's going to be okay. I'll be in the middle of a conversation and just be it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I got to tell myself that sometimes, because sometimes there's nobody to tell you that. So we'll get it all figured out, it'll be all right. And I hope that something I'm making is encouraging somebody. Because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it can feel directionless. You're just kind of putting this little file on the internet and uploading it and sending it out into space, and it's I hope somebody grabs it and sees it. I don't know. But I want you guys to know that I'm very, very far from perfect, and I do not consider myself better than any of you guys or anybody. I'm sure most of you are probably way farther along than I am when it comes to like being healthy and stuff. And it's because I neglected it for a long time, and I thought I could just push through. And I think that might be part of why I feel numb or like awkward, is because I think for years I just pushed through everything. I just worked and worked for the past few years and like didn't leave. Like for the multiple years that I lived in Kansas, like my memories are my computer, like sitting in my room and just pounding out edits, like having a list of client projects. And yeah, I'm thankful that I got to do that and like got to be full time with filmmaking stuff, but I did not have a healthy balance at all. I didn't exercise that much. I rarely hung out with people. Like, I feel like I never hung out with people. I left the apartment a couple times to hang out with, like, a group of people. But, dude. Yeah, I would sleep in and then wake up and then just work until I fell back asleep. For years. So, I'm excited that, like, I feel like I'm still working a ton and editing all the time and stuff. But I think that transitioning into trying to be a content creator is forcing me to want to, like, get out of my apartment and make stuff outside, because also I realize that like it's probably not going to be that exciting if all of my videos are in my room. Like I can do silly stuff with the green screen, I can rearrange or try to be entertaining or goofy or funny or whatever, but like at a certain point it's like I want things to look interesting. Like I want to show trees and birds and other people and the sunsets and nighttime and city life and all this stuff. So, and then there's times where I don't want to show anything. I just want to go be. I just want to go be present. Go be with people and not bring my camera. Delete Instagram off my phone for a while and just go. Just go be present. So I'm trying to figure out all that stuff, but I think I'm going to get there. It's going to be good. And that's something I've been like practicing lately, is like I'll notice that sometimes before bed, I'll just like lay in bed and watch YouTube videos like at night, and it's just like that's not really how I want to end my night, and it's like it's taking away from good rest. And then sometimes I'll just wake up and like my phone will be right there and it's like, oh, I'll see what's on YouTube, see if anybody uploaded. So lately, the past like week, I've been deleting YouTube and Instagram off my phone like in the evening, like after I've posted, because it's like I feel like as a content creator I have to be posting stuff, but I'm just trying to delete my apps after I post so that I can not be worried about who's liking it or commenting or going through DMs or anything for too long. It's like, all right, let's just exist for a little bit outside of the interweb. It's the dark web, dude. I don't care if it's not really the dark web. It's all dark sometimes, you know? You can let it be dark if you want, and I tend to do that. So I'm trying to get out of that dark web and just be that friendly neighborhood web slinger. Just keep it appropriate. Just sling the internet webs as I need to, but not let them wrap me up, you know? So, yeah, I'm trying to be that healthy Peter Parker. But I don't have glasses. I do have glasses. I just don't wear them very much. That's where I'm at, boys and girls. Okay? I love you. All right. Yeah. So, I feel like I got to do this because I promised I would. And you know what? I'm trying to learn how to follow through, be a better person, and always show up for my people. So what I'm going to do is read off all my... Oh, shoot, the app just closed. I'm going to read off all my beautiful patrons, okay? Seriously, though, like, everybody who's become a patron, you're blowing my mind. Like, the most expensive tier is $9, which is... I think that's really affordable, even as, like, somebody who doesn't make much money. And there's a couple people who are paying $25 just to support this freaking channel. And that's crazy. Like, that makes me want to cry, dude. That's amazing. So I'm going to read off my patrons, and I just want you guys all to know that I love you guys, and I appreciate you all so, so much. We're going to make this happen. And it'd be so cool at some point, like, at some point when I don't have to do client work anymore, and, like, this channel is my full-time business and stuff, it'd be so cool to, like, use some of these patron resources to, like, fly out to a patron and, like, hang out and, like, do a podcast together or make a vlog together and like really make the content like about this community and not just me, you know? Because I think life is fun when you're with your people. Life is exciting, you know? And we can talk about real stuff too, like real struggles. I don't know. I just think we can make a lot of cool stuff, and I think this is the start, guys. I really do. So here's my wonderful, amazing supportive patrons. Here we go. Michael Weeble, Brandon Stager, Thought Ray, Elisha Ruman, Noah Watson, Christian Reddle, my boy, Brandon Anderson, Devin Nicole, Kevin Johnson, Michael Mayfield, thanks for making me, Dad, Andrew, Jason Hackworth, and Hannah Markley. Jason and Hannah are both new. Thank you guys so much. If you want to support, if any of this is enjoyable to you, please support. Like, you can do it for $3 a month. That's like really inexpensive. And if you're just at a place where you can't, I don't care. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. I wish you the best. I know what it's like to struggle. I'm doing it. So thank you guys so much for your support, and we'll see you next time. Peace.